Monica! Hi, Demi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Monica is now British. No, she's just a Japanese girl with a British accent. Don't worry, Demi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Demi. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Monica is now Yami Bakura. I don't know the reference. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. Oh, that was Monica. Rip. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. Yu-Gi-Oh! Main villain. Okay, the few things I know about Yu-Gi-Oh! Come from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. White Dragon. My brother and I were at an orphanage because I fired our parents, and everything related to Seto Kaiba. That's all I know. Sorry. They might even make it feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. Shut up, Mokuba! Yes, shut up, Mokuba. And Mokuba always gets kidnapped. But you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm chill and I'm trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find that kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who just claims to not be very good. So I'm thinking the reason why we don't get to see the poem that the protagonist writes is probably because since you choose your words, it'd be too many combinations, right? That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole and wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction that Spackle? See the direction that Spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? They'll never know. I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. That's deep, but I don't really understand what's going on. Wait, gonna analyze this for a second. Could it have been me? See that direction that Spackle protrudes and it's making can be real, blind, level, too late, retinas. My retinas are scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. No, I still don't get it. Okay. Explain yourself, Monica. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, all poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. And performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. It'll just force you to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow until you get hand cramps, because that happens all the time when you're writing essays for high school, for middle school, and for college. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Oh no. Last option here. Uh. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Uh, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buried her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't notice. What were you saying? My handwriting looks like someone threw worms on paper. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have laughed at that. Okay, well, if it makes you feel better, because I spend so much time making the words look better, it's really hard to write quickly, so when I write my essays, I usually won't have time. It was especially bad in 12th grade EP literature, because our teacher thought that the more prolifically you wrote, the better your essay would be. In 30 minutes, we were expected to write more than 3 pages. Usually 4 or 5 got the A's, and that was a terrible thing. Okay, right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. My handwriting was a to a doctor's prescription. That's so true, doctor prescriptions. I volunteered at a dermatology clinic, and when I went there, I looked up the handwriting of the dermatologist. It was kind of bad. And when I asked them about it, they're like, oh, it doesn't matter. That's how all doctors write. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Do you guys have any suggestions for the voicing? I feel like my Yuri voice is a little bit too similar to the Monica voice. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if yours apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if you read your poems now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be expected by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but lining in the past. The light flickens. Flicker? Oh my gosh, why cursive? The light flickers. I flicker back. That probably means that all the girls have different handwriting. I should probably pay attention to that. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that. Well, I was, but Demi wasn't. Demi's a good person. Give Monica the funniest voice you can think of. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is really pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I should write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Demi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of it like that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Monica voice time. Okay, see. My eyes laid on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. And they read in tandem. I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, shoot. Voices suck. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Dimi did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Dimi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that Demi appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who... Oh. Rip. Should I be saying this loudly in my dorm? Okay. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Demi started showing up. Natsuki! Okay.
Natsuki, that's a little...